This one should go out.
We'll get it. We'll get it.
All right, Sal, we're live, man.
Oh.
You're gonna burn your finger. Sal's about to get his makeup on. So
All right,
we're
let's go. So what position you get in?
That's all right.
So
man.
let's tell everybody what's going on here.
You let him
go
do
ahead.
it.
Yeah, well, Sal's about to get his makeup on, so
We're
in front
going to
of-
Hollywood, folks.
We got Bill Meekin with us, and Sal. He's about to get his makeup on. We're in front of the makeup table. But yeah, how you feeling, Sal? You ready for your makeup for this?
Yeah. We got a lot to do today. We're shooting a lot of footage. Yesterday we did.
Hey, what's
There's
going on
bubbles.
over here?
Oh,
Hey, forget about it.
Look at
Bubbles. Look, I went to New York.
Bubble
I
show.
put my Adidas tracksuit on, and I got my gold horn to take care of that.
Hey. Hey.
Wow, what a crew this is. Bubble shows up with his running suit on, shades of John Gotti in 1988.
We need an audience. We do actually.
We have an audience.
People-
This is an
a lot of
audience.
people like it.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go. You go.
Okay, so Sal, we're here. We're doing this project for you. We're out here in Beverly Hills, and because we're still in Beverly Hills, right?
Right.
Where we're at, yeah.
Sort of,
So
yeah.
we're downtown.
Downtown.
This is no Beverly Hills.
Well, we were with the hotel and
Okay.
shit, but we're here. We're doing some filming. There's so much we could talk about what Sal's doing. So Sal, what is the premise of this? Like, how much?
Okay, yesterday we shot all day, talked about the beginning of Goodfellas, the opening scene with the Tommy and Henry character when they were kids. We talked about Henry standing in the door and his mother said, "You look like a gangster." And of course, that was what Henry wanted to be because his favorite line was, "From all I can remember as a kid is I wanted to be a gangster."
Yeah, that's the opening.
Yeah.
Goodfellas.
Well, how did you feel about the studio setup? Like
Well, the
with the
studio
lights,
was
because there's all different kinds
Yeah.
of areas. you
Yeah,
can
the
record
studio
and
is kind of cool because if we took you on a tour, it almost looks like someone's old-fashioned, playground in the 50s. There's a little bar, there's a little restaurant, there's a pool table in the back, there's couches all over the place, high ceilings, real brick walls, and this thing's been around here probably 80, 100 years. And they rent it out to different, movie productions or commercials or whatever. So we got to use this place for 2 days so we could cover what we call it is crime stories with Sal Polisi. And I talk about, Goodfellas because I knew all those guys personally. And then I talk about myself and I talk about what I thought of the movie, which, I was always convinced that Scorsese did a great job. To me, some of the details in that movie were things that were let out. He didn't put everything in because he had Henry doing drugs. But the truth was, he never once showed Tommy, who was really a cocaine addict. They never showed Tommy doing drugs.
What do you mean? I'm funny?
Yeah.
There's
You
some
think
guy-
I'm funny?
Yeah.
What,
You're
ha
funny.
ha funny? Like ha ha
Is
funny?
it band that we just dropped
You're
into your
funny.
podcast?
No, it's good. We're doing it live. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Bring anyone.
How's
in.
everybody doing? We got our regular guys on here.
Yeah, we got some comments. If you got any comments or questions,
Yeah.
ask out, throw them in there.
Okay,
I'll go through.
let's take a break and see if we got any.
We got some
questions.
others.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
let me
Here's
go over there.
questions.
Talk to
I
people.
gotta get. I don't got my.
We just whacked Adrian. He's out. Mankin's taking over.
Here comes the question.
Okay, let's
You
see.
see this entree that we have here, this crew.
This guy Torres says, "Wise guys."
Yeah, we're real wise.
Eddie Earl from your old
Eddie's
neighborhood.
from your old
Hey.
neighborhood.
He
Eddie
says, "Good
Earl.
morning."
Good morning. We're in LA.
Let's see. What's this say? What's their name?
Raleigh, North
Hosting
Carolina.
Oh yeah. all
Good
the way
morning
out there.
from Raleigh. Okay.
Any questions? Any questions?
We got
Oh yeah, they'll throw them in there.
Waterbury, Connecticut.
We're all over the map.
Hey.
What's this one say?
They said
The
there was a
picture is
little blur.
blurry.
Yeah, it was probably at the beginning. It might have been a little
Hey.
late. How's the picture and audio? Let us
Maybe
know.
we're
Let
just
us know.
old. We just look that way.
He's a Patreon subscriber. He
Okay.
said, "Good
Oh, that's
morning,
Bobby.
fellas."
Bobby's cool, man.
Yeah.
He's always on.
Yeah.
Ask them how the picture is. Is it getting
How's
better?
the picture, the audio? Let us know in the comments.
Too much light? Shut some lights, guys.
Yeah, those
I
last
don't know if
two.
we can.
Those last two you can't.
I missed it.
Watch out.
Who missed the show?
Oh, they just tuned in.
Oh,
Let's see. So
There we
Oh,
go.
there you go.
yeah, that's better. That's good.
Ah.
Yeah, it's got all
Look,
about
but
that.
we look like we were dead.
We're dying.
Or dying.
Let's
We're
see.
right
So this guy said, "Do you ever interact with any of the Chicago wise guys?"
Not today, no.
No, you never had
No.
much. No, just people saying good
Lots
morning.
of people from
Good
all over.
morning.
Denise,
Oh, Denise.
Denise from
Stop.
Michigan, the
She said
Michigan.
we're blurry. Maybe you drank too much.
Are we blurry, Denise?
Hey,
Oh,
more
look
ways
at
than one.
Sal. We just got $50 to super chat, man.
All right.
From Aaron. He
What does
said,
it say?
I just want to say thank you. What do you charge for appearances?
I'm not sure. Where will we make the appearances? As long as it's not in the middle of Oshkosh,
All
Wisconsin.
right. Sal's gonna get makeup
Uh-oh,
while
here
he's on.
comes-
This is
here
serious.
comes the makeup.
And bring
I don't know.
By
Talk
the
to
way, bring cash in the police.
yeah, bring cash. Talk to Adrian.
Yeah, talk to me. My
We
email's
would
in the
love to do a Q&A, and
Sorry.
Bubbles is the guy that interviews me. Just let us know
Bubbles.
what state you're in and when you want us out there. We'll show up.
Yeah, my email's in the video description, so check it out.
Seriously, want more people like that. Thank you for the chat, too.
Yeah,
that was
that-
awesome.
that's-
Man.
Appreciate
Get 100, 200 people there. We could have fun.
Let's see.
It's so funny because I watch this every week. Now I'm here.
He had a follow up. He said California.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's where we're at right
We're
now.
there right now.
We're in
In
California.
an undisclosed.
We can't give all the information.
What area of California? See what he says. His name Aaron
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron S is his name.
is the
We're in
subject.
town tonight
is-
if you want
is-
to hook something up.
Is the subject crime or is it entertainment?
Bobby, you got a question. Here we
Okay.
go. He said, "Are you guys making a movie? Tell him what it is."
Yeah, we're actually doing a series and we're shooting all this content. And David Zucker is the director. So you guys will see pieces of it. We'll get some stuff up. Adrian's going to put some stuff up. And basically, the whole premise is the authenticity of Goodfellas, which is pretty accurate. I mean, Scorsese did a heck of a good job. Look, the guy behind me with the hat on,
This guy over here.
Bill
that guy,
Talking to me?
yeah, you.
You talking to me?
Yeah, that guy gave Scorsese his first job 60
Not true.
years ago, maybe. Well,
Maybe.
I
for
tried
the
to get
music.
him a job.
For the
Tried to
music.
He couldn't even get him a job. He tried.
But they know each other.
College,
They know each other 60 years. So Bill Mencken has been in a whole bunch of movies, whether it was Mean Streets or, I mean, you name it, The King of Comedy. He's been all kinds of movies. So,
Taxi driver.
yeah, even Taxi, and he been around forever. He walks down Ventura Boulevard, somebody looks, hey, I remember you from which movie?
Actually, that happened.
Yeah.
That
Yeah?
happened. I know it. Walking down. Nobody walks down Ventura. You get out of your car and you walk to where you're going.
Right.
So anyway, so I get out of my car. I was getting some pickup.
How you doing?
Good.
You
man.
having fun with
Yeah,
this?
fucking
This
awesome.
is awesome, right?
I know, it
We're
is.
taking this to a whole nother level.
I know.
You asked me a question. I'm trying to answer.
Okay.
He also had a hit radio show for
Hold
years.
on. Yeah, we'll get to the King Biscuit flower.
The king.
Anyway, look. So this guy comes running out of his car, right?
Uh-huh.
And he says, "Clarence McCabe." I said, "What?"
Was
That was
plot?
the
That
character
role?
in the King.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
too
one
funny.
scene out of it. I know all of
That's
it.
King
Crazy.
of comedy.
It's unbelievable.
Crazy.
And he actually, I think he knew one of the lines or something. And I
That's
just
gotta
said,
be the
and I
best feeling,
said, I said, God, I'm in Hollywood.
That's it. You did it.
I'm in
That
Hollywood.
happened.
Yeah, there we go.
Absolutely.
How many years ago?
Oh, this is the 90s.
Corona.
Aaron's-
Corona.
We know where it's at.
He said about 45 minutes.
It's
from
for a
Easton.
barbershop named
Wise
Wise
Guy.
Guys.
No way.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, we'll
Perfect.
show
We're
up.
driving at it. We're driving through Corona.
Yeah.
We literally go right through on the way to Vegas.
No, well, listen, I'm in Vegas, so we can come over there for 1 or 2 days, get the hotel, set us up. We don't eat McDonald's, but we eat Chick-fil-A.
Too good for McDonald's. Let's see.
It's
How
funny,
you doing,
there's
baby, right?
there's
Denise said
Italian
Mob
fast
Boy
food
in his
except for
glory.
pizza.
Huh?
She said Mob Boy in his glory.
Oh, yeah, Denise. Look at Denise.
Denise. I know. I
No,
even know
Denise is
Denise.
back.
That
When we
little,
lived in Vegas. We
Yeah.
talked with her all the
that
time.
little baggo in 1978, I met her and flew to New York, and she seen the Mob Guys, Gotti. We had dinner in 78. She hung out. She went back to Michigan, and I've known her ever since in 78.
Nice boobs.
Everything's good. She's together.
I can't take any of this seriously.
She's a political activist.
So we got one here. It says, "Are you going to do all the great mob movies? How many do you think you're going to end up? What are you going to do today?"
I'll be dead and buried. We'll be talking about the movies. We want to do Scarface. We want to do King. We want to do Mean Streets. We want to do Donnie Brasco. We'll talk about them all. And most of them are pretty good. They got more accurate as we got into, into this time frame nowadays. People are real smart. Years ago, they just believed everything they saw in the movies, but that wasn't the case. But in Goodfellas, it was pretty accurate because I knew those guys. Everybody's heard me say I robbed with Tommy DeSimone and I knew Jimmy Burke. We were in prison together. And Henry was Henry. He never changed. The guy with the hat behind me sat in my condo in L.A. and we interviewed Henry once.
Oh, that was incredible. That was incredible.
And you guys lost it.
Yes, and we lost the tape.
Footage.
Lost the footage.
We lost the footage. I almost killed him for that. But, well, I shouldn't say those terms.
It was
a
one
mob
of
show.
It was one of Henry's last interviews. By
You
the
know
way,
what's funny? When we were writing that screenplay, Little Goodfellas, I swear to God this happened. And Sal was very adamant about something, one of the pieces of dialogue. And he says, and I said, "Look, Sal, don't put a gun to my head." And he looked at me. He didn't realize that that's an expression.
That's the same.
I didn't know. I didn't know Marty. That was Henry's boy. I didn't know. I think that he was involved with Jimmy and Henry. I didn't know the guys on the peripheral. I knew all the main characters.
Is that Morty? Martin Cosette, who was
No,
the
that's-
wig guy? Is that who he's supposed to be? Corona sounds good about now. Yeah, it does. There you go. Dude, you got a lot of these comments, huh?
I know. That's why I'm sitting over here now. Aaron says, "Perfect. I'll book the reservations and I'll make sure you eat well."
That's
There you go.
All of
That's
this.
it. Italians eat. That's all we do.
Well, you got my email. It's in the video description.
Yeah.
And all that
Maybe
shit.
we could do a
we
little
can do
charity
something.
work too. Maybe we could talk about the real issues in this country, which is
Wait a minute.
a word called
There we go.
fentanyl. We can help some of those kids not take that stuff.
Ubats 2024 for president.
Yeah, right.
You're laughing each other like that.
Yeah.
All of a
So
sudden-
we might have to move Sleepy Joe over.
He won't even know.
Let's
What's
see.
it say?
We ever near Ducktown, Atlantic City during the 70s, Georgia Avenue.
I was in AC. I went over there. I went to New Jersey with my first wife. I said, "Bring the bag of money." We had 140 large in the bag. And she goes, "I thought we were going to New Jersey. Look at a house." "No, we're going to stop at AC." 3 hours later, the bag was empty. Oh, my God. She gave me a beating.
And you never moved. You never got the new house.
140 G's out the window.
Look, it's Mrs. Cece Bubbles is on the show.
Yeah, there she is. Yeah, she's always on there too. She's doing Sal's makeup and
Mrs.
everything.
Bubbles is a very excellent makeup person. There she is, making up the old dude.
While he's while he's performing. You don't do that.
No, but she's the real deal. That's the.
Yeah. What's it
she's
say?
an actress.
She is
It
a
said,
journeyman
put us
IRC.
up to speed. He wants to. He just joined in. He wants to know what we're doing.
So we're in LA. We're at a studio, Lee, and we're shooting footage we shot all day yesterday that could be presented to a network about crime movies like we spent all day yesterday on Goodfellas and what's real, what's not real. And of course, everybody who knows a little bit about making film, how difficult it is. I always admired Scorsese's work. A brilliant guy. What I add is some of the things that people didn't know. The inside information on Crazy Tommy, who was sniffing coke, and of course they didn't put that in Goodfellas. They made Henry a drug addict because that's who he was, Henry.
Well, if you say you did do the Donnie Brasco one, what ones could you
We
relate
might
to?
do Donnie Brasco. We might do. I mean, I love Scarface. I think Pacino's amazing, who I met once in LA.
Here comes our director.
Yeah.
David Zucker.
David's there.
He's
Hello.
the guy that put this whole thing together. Had an
Yeah,
idea
we got
and-
directors, we got producers, we got hanger-oners, we got all kinds. Yeah, we got all kinds of. It's just like the mob. You never know who's coming in the door.
This is our crew.
It's a crew.
This is
We
our
got a crew.
Yeah. It's also very funny. So maybe this is more of a show than the other show.
We'll
Who
do it.
knows?
Yeah, right.
We'll do a reality show of making a movie.
Who's that?
It says
Sal for president.
Sal for president
You were right. It
2024.
started. Here we go.
Here we go.
We're gonna see
go.
bumper stickers.
You know, years ago I did a video for Denise Watts out of
Who's on
Michigan.
here?
And I said, I did something about Clinton. I actually predicted Trump was going to win. And
There's a first for you.
God, we had so many corrupt politicians. But that's why I think the public liked the trumpet, because he wasn't a politician.
The
Right.
Now we got to figure out what to do with him.
I'm sorry. No, now it's going to be Obots 24.
There it is. I love it. I love it.
Let's see.
We got problems
That
in
movie
this
with Robin
country.
Williams where he-
We got crime problems. We got race problems. Come on.
Here we go.
We got to learn to be more resilient and more forgiving to people. I can't stand the division in this country. Drives me nuts. Reminds me of the mob, how they self-destructed because they didn't like the other families. It's no different.
Okay, this
What,
one's.
Did you know Tommy owned a hotel there? Also, Nicky Scarfo lived on the block along with Philly and Eddie and Yogi Merlino.
Oh, that's Merlino's. Yeah, that's all Philadelphia guys. I went there once and did an interview, but I did know some of the guys. Remember, I was in Lewisburg in '74
Yeah, he's been
and there
around
was
long
a
time.
whole
He picked up
bunch of
because she knows
guys
what she's doing.
from
He can tell you're a
Philadelphia there.
professional.
Little did we know they were going to really
She
turn
married me.
violent. You know, Philadelphia was not as violent
Good.
as New York, but they got crazy with that. What was his name? Again? Scarfo guy. And I really liked Chicken Phil Testa and Harry the Hump Riccabini. Those guys were old, and I'd watch them play chess. That's how I learned how to play chess. Those two guys were good chess players. So I knew some of the Philly guys.
This one's for Bubbles.
Oh.
And said, Bobby said his Bubbles gonna share his experience growing up around wise guys.
Oh, I grew up around Sal. I did it a couple of times on here, but yeah, it's, you know, I had a front row seat to this whole thing as a kid. It was pretty cool. I met Sal when I was 13.
Wow.
The
And,
interesting thing about Bubbles was he saw pockets full of money. He saw me do all kinds of legitimate things because I'd buy and sell in all kinds of ways, cars and everything. But he never heard one word of crime. How about that?
It was there, but that was it.
That was it. Nothing.
And even I always said my father used to say, and I used to say this to my father, where's Sal get all this money? Like he doesn't go to work and nothing. And my father would always go, that's the other side, his other side. I'm like, what do you mean the other side? It's the other side. And then when I got to be, 16, 17, I was like, oh, I know what the other side is now. This is good shit. I want to be part of the other side, And we always laugh because we watch the movie Bronx Tale, and it's always about the kid wanting to be in a mob. And that was my life. My father was a straight-laced mechanic. He worked on a lot of mob guys' cars, and they would be at our house. And I was around Sal, and every time I wanted to get involved, the old man would put the squad. He wouldn't let me in. And actually, I told this story once before, and he is that Sal had gotten 50 pounds of weed. I was 17 years old. I was a senior in high school. And I'm like, 50 pounds. Like, I get excited if I had a dime bag. It was a big
You
thing.
don't like this one.
So I told Sal, I'm like, Sal, I could sell a shit. I'm thinking I'm going to roll it all into joints. So it took me probably 3 months to roll a pound into joints, selling for $1 a piece at high school. And Sal goes, if you can sell it, sure, take it. I don't care. I don't like, he was selling fucking heroin. You don't want to buy it. I was like fucking selling candy.
Pennies.
So the next day I was getting ready to go see him. He goes, no good. We ain't doing it. I'm like, why? He goes, I talked to your father. He said, no. And I'm like, fucking Sal, you can't call my father. But he's going to kick my ass. But because his respect for my father, he wouldn't let me get involved. So Sal actually probably protected me from the crime world more than got me involved in it.
He might have got in and thought it was a
Yeah.
cool way of life. All the other guys in the mob thought it was the sweetest thing since 7-Up, but that wasn't the case. Not the case.
But I did get to meet some crazy characters hanging around Sal's house. I met Tommy. I saw Henry. And my favorite is this guy, Funzy Terracone, who looked like Lurch from the Addams Family. And after I met him and we had our little cordial, hi, nice to meet you. So I was like, he's a notorious killer. I'm like, oh, thanks for telling me. So.
And I will tell you that Big Funzy, the dirt came out. See, the dirt always comes out. The truth comes out. It might be a little twisted. Big Funzy was named as one of the guys who kidnapped the furniture salesman who accidentally ran over little Frankie Gotti.
Wow.
So he was involved in that
I
kidnapping.
never found that guy.
Never found him. They put him in a van. And like the mob used to say, even Gotti would say, you won't see him anymore.
I told you, I just saw the movie last night with John Travolta.
Yeah.
Weird movie.
Kind of blew me away because I thought Travolta. I thought that would have been so fucking cool. Excuse
What
me,
does
I
it
like
say about Nicky?
But this is, it's
This
really
one-
funny. So this
yeah.
question here, when we're doing this show, we're thinking about different scenes to talk about, and this keeps coming up. So Sal, the wise guys in the bar, Nicky Eyes, the guy that said everything 2 times, were they real people? And we probably had 10 people ask that question. So I think not only answer it here, but we'll probably do it in the show now because
Absolutely,
it keeps coming up.
Scorsese was a master at finding a personality or a little storyline. Look, it happened in The Godfather. I dug and dug for information, and people didn't know. They think that Francis Ford Coppola came up with the idea of putting the horse's head in the bed, but that wasn't the real story. From the way I heard it, somebody wanted to fix a case with a judge, and the judge wouldn't move. He wouldn't participate. So they kidnapped the judge's dog and killed him and left him on the step of the judge's house. And these are the things that took place, and people didn't know where all these stories came from.
Sal, we got another $50 super chat here.
Cool.
From Big G. He said,
Big G, how are you, man? Thanks for helping out. We got to keep those letters and cards coming in.
"Oh yeah,
We got to send Adrian back to Nebraska, and it's cold.
Oh yeah, it's a blizzard."
I don't think he wants to go back.
No, man.
Hey, Adrian, do they know Uncle Jerry Angelo and Bobby Luisi?
Bobby Luisi, I interviewed him.
Oh,
he
look,
was
there you go.
he was a capo in the Philadelphia family.
Wow,
he
really?
He was in.
Yeah.
He started in the patriarchal family and stuff,
Yeah,
but
wow.
he changed his life around and everything. So maybe we can do
Yeah,
a show
yeah.
with him.
Thanks for
sometime,
sending
you
a
know.
little
Yeah, that's awesome.
monetary assistance. But see, Adrian's only 24, and guess what? He's learning fast.
He's like fast, man. We're throwing him. We made him. He's kind of an associate after this week. He's working his way up. He's a soldier on the streets.
We got the underboss right here.
Yeah, we got the
Bubbles
boss, the
and
underboss.
I guess I'm the associate now.
Yeah, you're an associate.
And we got Mrs. Bubbles.
We got Mrs.
Oh,
Bubbles.
yeah.
Look at that action with that brush.
Look at that. So you didn't know either one of these guys?
I didn't know those guys, but I'm glad you did an interview.
Yeah.
Although Jerry, is
Big
that
G. That's his name.
Oh,
Or Jerry Angulo. Is that what you're going to say?
And Jerry Angelo.
no?
Angulo.
Angulo?
those
I
guys.
can't
I
see
think.
back here.
Well, do you have another question, Big G? Maybe
Yeah,
we
what
can
else?
answer you another one.
Another question.
Adrian, you okay standing over there?
Oh, well, all right. I got to do the. I got to
Okay,
give.
good,
I got to
yeah.
hit the button. You know.
It's not like sitting at
Gotta
your
hit the
fancy
buttons.
desk at home.
No, hell no. I got to fucking hunchback and fucking go all the way down. But
Big G.
let's see. I want to see what else we got.
You're kind of cute. Your husband must be a very lucky man. And very handsome.
Oh, here we go.
What's this one?
He said, "That's great, Sal, to keep you out of the life. Look at you now, Bubbles, living good and loving it."
Yeah. We have a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun.
It's fun.
Oops.
But now you can imagine.
She was talking about that Trump video again.
Oh,
that
there
one
she
you made.
is. She should send it, put it on here.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Take on Trump's 260. I mean,
You remember the video?
I don't remember the video. No.
Here, there, and everywhere, like Sam I Am. You don't remember? Oh, that's-
Look
Look at
at
that.
this one, Pat said he looked.
hey, Pat,
You're
how
like
are
10
you?
years younger.
Yeah, that's look. I got a
That's
good
the
makeup
girl
person
working
here. Look at her. She's making me look good. It's a good thing I got a wife, or I'd be chasing those little honeys.
Oh, Bobby said you
Thanks,
guys have a
Bobby.
great
You're
trip.
cool, man. It's fun seeing your questions every
Yeah,
even when I'm
every
not on
weekend.
here. I read them.
Yeah, every week he's here.
Tell your friends, man. We can use all the help we can get.
We want to blow this shit up.
Yeah, we're having
Not
fun.
literally. Gotta be careful.
I went back up, and this one, he said, "Would you fellas let me take you fishing and chat some, go get some big bass?"
Whoa! Wait a minute! Fishing
Adrian,
like
you don't know this, Adrian.
Whoa.
That's a bad thing. When you
fishing
go-
like Fredo. You want us to be in a boat like Fredo? I don't think so.
Fredo got whacked. Big pussy from Sopranos. They're all on a boat, baby. We ain't going on the water.
We'll change that to a tour bus.
That's what
How did you do that, bud?
Let's hear your
We're like
impression.
brothers.
He's good at
And
impressions.
maybe a producer out there sees this as comical. It is with
It's a
these
little,
guys.
it's a little funny.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Well, we're gonna cut Mankin loose with the jokes over here. He's gonna start doing the impersonations.
Should there be?
Smoke said, "Should there ever be a Scarface remake or part 2? Greetings from Europe."
I don't know. I liked a lot of that stuff, especially when they said Ernie, you got a job.
That was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah,
The look on his face. And he grabs the bottle and he takes the shot.
yeah,
Say hello to my little friend.
yeah.
Classic. I don't know how the hell you would make a part 2. He destroyed everything.
Somebody would be the
Someone that took over after.
lead. I mean, it was kind of.
Did he have a son in that?
Oh,
Maybe
this
his kid coming
this
up.
guy here, his name's Paul Tanso. I interviewed him, a year or so back.
Okay.
He's a made man in the
He was
in the Philly family.
Awesome.
Philadelphia or
Oh,
Boston?
Boston.
I think it was
He's
Philly.
from Boston.
You said
Well,
Boston.
he was with the Patriarchs,
Oh, that's Boston.
and then he
Wow.
went to Philly because he was in that Bobby Luisi crew.
Oh
That's how
yeah.
I interviewed both of them. 'Cause
Oh,
they
that
were
guy
out,
Bobby. All right.
yeah, they were both
yeah.
out of the life. And then
So,
they did the
Paul,
show and
do you-
everything.
Do you enjoy our storylines and our comedy and the chemistry we have?
Oh, he's funny. He's a funny guy.
Is
He's
he?
funny.
Hey.
as hell.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
What do I amuse
Does he?
you?
Is he?
No,
Give me
no.
funny. How funny? Give me how
You
funny.
gotta
I
be
amuse
careful
you.
anything you say when we're here.
I amuse you.
Let's see.
That's freaking great.
Oh, Denise said fishing for cement shoes.
Yeah, there
Oh, look at her.
She knows.
She's the Michigan beggar.
He said, "Don't forget fishing."
How about
That's like when someone tells you get in the car and they say,
Yeah.
you sit in the front seat. No, not going to do it.
Look what Lee said.
he fell again?
That's what he said.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Jesus.
They got to get him some wheels, man. They got to wheel him around.
Huh? You never been on? Get over here. We're going to bring.
Here's
yeah.
Sal's
This is
wife,
Mrs.
too.
Ubat.
How are ya?
This is Mrs. Sally over
Yeah, there
here.
you go. Enjoy.
Look at the girl he got.
She,
son of a-
this week, Karen became a PA.
She's working on movies.
I'm working. I'm
Yeah,
working.
she's a working girl.
I'm working.
She's on. Well,
She's the happy ending. She's the
You're
happy
always
ending.
welcome.
But I love you. I
Aw.
love you.
Let's
Look at
see.
that guy with the hat. 33 years I know him. Look at this guy on the right. 52 years I know him. This guy over here, I know him 28 days. But it's all good. We got a good
Crazy.
crew. We got a good crew.
Yeah, this is-
Who wouldn't want to do this? This is better than having a bucket list.
Chili Palmer on steroids.
Do you remember him at the Petty's? Is that their name?
Yeah, Petty.
Petty from Brooklyn. Mary Petty was
Was a
the
singer.
No, I didn't remember them. Wow. That's got to be a baby boomer asking that question.
Here we go.
I
Randy
One
said, "Hey Sal, do you think they will ever find Tommy's body?"
I doubt it. I think it's from dust to dust. It's too bad because he went bad. And my wife, the first wife, she went to school with him in the 60s. And he just turned bad. It was those drugs, man. That was an example of what cocaine could do to you back in the 70s. That was early on in the 70s with coke.
Big G says, "Hi, I like all the old guys busting balls."
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are the old ones.
A lot of fun with these guys. Quick-witted guys.
Oh yeah, he said, just like the old days with all the old guys busting balls in the North End.
Yeah, you got your own little crew.
Pete says, grandson of Scarface at a theater near you.
Oh,
Part two.
Yeah. We should be so lucky to see that. Great characters.
Paul, remember he was talking
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
He said, "You guys are great. Thanks, Paul. You're a
Yeah.
funny guy too."
Very entertaining on Sunday morning. Hey, Mrs. Bubbles is getting it done up there. What did that say?
He said, "Funny how, LOL."
Funny how.
No, Bubbles. Yeah, Mrs. Bubbles.
Mrs. Bubbles.
He said, "You guys got me over here rolling laughing."
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
stripper name, by the way.
Yeah. Tell all your friends.
You got
What's
to
this?
make money. You got to hustle.
Miss Michigan Beggar, yeah. That's
Miss
what
Michigan
I named
Beggar.
her. Yeah. Well, I used to fly out of New York, run over to Detroit there, meet her, pick her up. You just
What'd you
go,
guys do?
Oh, we just go. We would get an afternoon short stay.
Oh, I missed the short stay rates. $9.99.
$12.
Chill.
Let's see.
You've been here before.
Oh yeah,
Making him look younger.
Denise.
You're dropping years while you sit here.
You know that she should tell the story about 2016. Picked her up in Phoenix, took her all across the country. We stopped for Tex-Mex. We stopped in New Orleans for Cajun food. We ate chicken, we ate fish, we were all over the place. I took her to the beach for Mother's Day
That's
and
a
then
good
gave
one.
her a special gift.
Do you think Gotti clipped Tommy?
I don't know. I will tell you that Angelo and I were in the prison together. He said, "Don't touch Gotti." I'm sorry, don't touch Tommy. Gotti and I'll handle it. And I backed away and let it go.
So we don't think he personally did it, but probably
Don't
had it done.
Don't know. Don't really know. Can't say. I don't want to elaborate on something
We don't
that's
know.
so speculative. Who knows? A lot of guys took credit. And Tommy Agro took credit. Paul Ivario's nephew was with Tommy. Who really knows? Don't know.
Let's see. Aaron said he was still looking for the email. I just dropped it in the video description.
Okay.
You'll see it on there.
Cool.
Just now, I just put in
Are
the
we
chat.
getting near shooting time?
It's 10 or not 8:30 right now.
Okay. What
I'll,
time?
I'll let you know.
What time are we shooting in there?
He's gonna go check.
Okay.
Lucas said, "What do you think
Oh,
about
God.
guys like Anthony Sinner getting out of prison this year?"
Well, you want me to give you my opinion? I'm going to tell you. This criminal justice system's broke. They put corrupt accountants who stole a few bucks in prison with murderers like this guy. I don't believe any murderer should be let out of jail ever. If he was a premeditated murder, he should be sent off somewhere to a dark cell in Alaska. And guess what? And the ACLU won't like this. No internet, no ice cream, no potato chips, no movies, no television, no nothing. Go up there in Alaska, work for 15 or 20 cents an hour, and send the money back to the family of the person you killed. Now put that in election 24.
Oh, he goes. Well, Fox 24 again.
Yeah, well, we got murder in this country. You know, 3 women a day are murdered. Figure that out.
Lee says, "R.I.P. Foxy,
Yeah.
the old crime partner."
Yeah. We're going to do a shirt for Foxy, but we got some slogans that are cool. You guys will see them this year. We got a good shirt for Foxy. We got one for Tommy. We got one for John Gotti. You guys will see. We're going to commemorate those characters I knew. We're going to have these little collectible shirts. It should be fun.
Pete says, "The bartender in the Sinatra Club was never mentioned. Was he real?"
Yes, he was real. And you know what? I've never given his name. It's been a lot of years. But I did talk to him about 15 years ago, and he had a great, nice family, great dad. And you could find him. You go find him. He'll tell you about Sinatra Club. His name was Stevie Salufo. His brother was a cop. The other brother worked for New York Sanitation. And Stevie was hanging out. He was young. Eventually, he went and he worked for the New York City in the court system as a court attendant, a bailiff or something. But I did talk to him 15 years ago. He was afraid to come out and talk about it. So now I'm telling you guys, find Stevie Salufo. I think he's in Howard Beach. Let's get him on this show. Yeah, I never mentioned his name. Somebody's going to find him, right?
Maybe. They find all the other shit. This one says,
I'm an investment banker.
from New York, coin broker.
Levittown, go ahead. What else?
"I'm going to be a president ambassador until you invest. Want last 3-month YouTube money." I don't know if that's real or not. I actually don't know.
Hold on one second. Let me read this.
Yeah, you can read it.
Investment banker for New York MCA broker. I'm going to be persistent bastard about what?
Well, this is what he said. Here's another follow-up. "Adrian, I'll get you."
YouTube money. Okay. Well, help us raise the money. We got a great film that we're just talking about doing. Another Night at the Sinatra Club. Joey Bubbles will produce it. We got the script. We're talking about GoFundMe. We need some money. So if you're involved with a brokerage, we'll put you down on this LLC. Just show me the money.
And Sal will build the sets again.
Look at Cece. She did some job. Thank you,
There it
Mrs.
is.
Bubbles.
Mrs. Bubbles.
Did
That's
you
my
see
girl.
Mrs. Bubbles? What she did? Look at that hair.
Look what I did over here. Huh? Look at this. I pulled this shit here. You believe that?
You're a lucky guy. Get
Bob
that
says
guy.
beautiful
Get that guy
blonde
to
I
raise
got,
the
huh?
money.
Yeah,
Hey, you don't think Mob's good? He's got a
Yeah.
gorgeous blonde. I got a hot
Did you hear
brunette.
about the guy that could raise some money for our
Oh,
film?
did he?
That's what he
Oh,
said.
good. We love him.
Show us the money.
This is, guys, this is the cool part. It's like, I didn't know shit about movies until I got involved. And then all of a sudden you're involved and you're part of something. And like,
Learning.
I didn't, I thought being a producer, like I had to be like Steven Spielberg. I'm like, all right, I didn't even know the difference between a director and a producer, and you don't have to know shit about movies to be a producer. All you're doing is helping to get the team. I was a coach for a lot of years. It's almost the same thing.
You're
You
learning.
you get the team together, you plan the game plan for the day.
And you're learning every day.
Because I didn't know the difference between a director and a producer. I didn't know shit about it. Now I've been on a couple of movies and doing this stuff, and it's a blast. It's really fun. When you get to the last day of shooting and no one wants to leave, this is a lot of fun because you kind of
It's
build
like-
up this whole
It's like family.
thing. Yeah.
What do we got? Any more?
Let's see.
Keep those letters and cards coming in, folks. Look at Bill back there with that hat on. Now they got the master players.
This
They
guy's
got,
been doing this so long, he doesn't even budge when there's a camera around. It's just norm. It's the norm. We still get like
How much
little
time
giddy
we got?
kids.
I don't know.
Bubbles, how much time?
How much time we got?
We got fine. They're gonna eat first. They're setting up a shot, so we got plenty of time.
Okay.
Bill, are you still on that only Philadelphia show?
Sunny and
Sunny in
Philadelphia.
I have no idea what's happening this year.
But you've been on there.
But you've been on to it.
How many
up to-
years?
That's all. I don't want to get into that.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
See,
No.
that's the guy that's in Hollywood. Did you do a wake and bake?
This morning,
Yeah.
it's evident.
No, I'm just asking. You want to talk about things you're comfortable with? Screw the TV. Did you wake and bake this
Oh,
morning?
yeah, fuck
Is the
that.
sun out?
It's always sunny here.
Yeah, forget about Philadelphia.
It's always sunny. Sunny in Menken's
They
house.
wish they were here.
That's right.
What else we got? Any more questions? Where's those questions?
Let's see.
This is kind of a different show.
What is
It
that?
is.
kidding.
Show me the
Show
money.
me the money.
Yeah, we need money. Make a film. We'll get
You
all
get
these-
money and then you come on set. You get to hang out and do crazy shit like this.
Pat said the guy wearing the LA cap.
Oh, he wants you to see
Can
his
he
shirt.
show his shirt?
Yeah. Show the.
It's Bill Mink in here.
John Lennon, New York City.
He knew him. He knew him.
Now the guy said, "Could you take all your clothes?"
That's Pat from Staten Island.
You have to
That's
have more
Pat. Yeah,
money
Pat's
than-
cool.
More money than whatever contributed.
They're sending a super chat if you want Bill to take his shirt off. Send in 50
I'll
bucks.
send you a super chat if you don't tell me to do it.
That's Pat from Staten Island.
Yeah, Pat's always on.
Yeah, so is Bobby. He's asking. another
Yeah,
one.
Bobby's there.
There's Bobby.
Sal, back in the 70s, what car did you
Ah.
prefer, Lincolns or Cadillacs?
Oh,
I
gosh.
remember your Lincoln.
I had a Lincoln. I had a brand new Porsche with a
Oh, I
Motorola phone, car phone in it. I had all kinds of 7 or 8 Corvettes, a van. I changed them like you change your socks.
But that Lincoln, that was a Bill Blass model design.
Yeah.
All the big designers
Bill
started doing
Blass,
putting their names on cars.
And I had a remote.
Right.
I had a remote starter when nobody ever heard of them.
But it's Corvettes.
Yeah, back in the 70s or what?
Corvette's
Yeah.
got him in trouble.
Remote starter.
Sal.
I told you,
Corvettes
my
gotta
father
get
used to
trouble.
put those in
Oh, yeah,
cars.
he did it for
What?
you.
Well, the
Well,
Corvettes
we
got
just,
you in
he didn't
trouble.
do Sal's. We realized, but there was a
Oh.
big war going on, and my father was a mechanic, and all these mob guys would come to him
Yeah.
that wanted these ignitions because people get blown up every time they start their
Right.
car. So he had this little thing called the Tiger CD ignition, whatever.
Yeah.
And he told him, "Sit down. What are you doing?" He goes, "These guys are all worried about getting blown
Yeah.
up." He goes, "So I'm putting the automatic ignitions. You put a bunch of them in cars. Yeah,
Yeah.
they all start from
Well,
the
just
house.
think if Frankie DeChico's car had a remote starter,
Yeah, he'd be alive.
he'd be alive.
Is that why you got yours?
No, I had mine way before that.
This
You
just
weren't-
came with the car.
That's
It's like
the
a
only
hearse.
I was,
He wasn't
I was
with
1979.
Well, it didn't work.
No.
He got killed in
Some
86.
point you know that later.
Yeah.
Pat said, "Bill, your shirt's so cool."
Yeah.
Or right here, he says, "Nice."
Collectible.
Oh, it is. It is
That's a
pretty
great
original.
shirt.
Is that one of the original, fan?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
had it all these years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. You used to be able to get these to Village. I'm sure you could.
Yeah.
Remember, I only came out here in 1991.
Okay.
So half of my life was in New York.
And you
Wow,
what?
that gun. Said any opinions on the
Yeah, sorry.
45 cal?
1911 pistol.
Yeah.
I was never a gun expert. Believe it or not, I never even fired a gun in New York City. I'd go up to the Pocono Mountains or the Catskills and play around. But when I left New York, I left all the weapons to the FBI. I never saw another weapon after 1985. Not one weapon ever again.
And that's the whole truth. There's nothing but the truth.
Nothing
It is
but
the
the
truth.
truth.
No, it
Is it
is.
helping gun?
Yeah.
But some people used to come target practice up at your.
Yeah, we'll talk about that soon. One of these days, we'll talk about some of the guys I didn't talk about.
Yeah.
We did kept a few things under wraps.
He wants to know if you're still involved with car racing.
Well, no, I got away from that some years ago. A friend of mine was here yesterday. He was a professional race car driver. I bought him a couple of cars, rolling chassis back in the late 70s, 80s. He was friends with Michael Andretti. I knew the whole family. So I sort of got away from it after I left New York because there was no more easy money. When I had easy money, I just spread it around. Remember, I built the racetrack and I actually built a small stock car oval up in upstate New York, beside the go-kart track, beside the restaurant, beside the house. I had visions of NASCAR before people really knew what NASCAR was.
Well, too, with I guess we could talk more about what's going on here a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, what else haven't we covered? We talked about why he's here. I mean, what is your goals for today with this, Bubbles? Like,
Well,
what would you like
obviously,
to see
what we're
him do?
going to try to do is put this. We're trying to do like an episodic series, multiple episodes. And this first one we're covering Goodfellas, and then obviously we would love someone to pick this up and come back and go, hey, give us these two, and then we'll pick another movie and then start breaking that down. That's kind of the goal, is just to keep it going and then see where it evolves. Sometimes you could start one way and then it starts to lean a different way, whatever. But right now it's about, we put it as crime movies instead of mob movies, because if we do get to a point, you might want to talk about, a Scarface or something. I mean, Scarface wasn't a mob movie; it was a drug movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
Sal
no,
can relate.
they were mob.
But
They were a cartel, right?
listen,
They were mob.
we wanted you guys to
Not
know
a
this
title.
happened.
No, that's
There's only one mob
This
movie.
whole concept happened because of the podcast.
Yeah.
David Zucker saw the podcast, and I told him get in touch with Joey, who I know 50 years. I trust him every way. And if you want to do a sizzler or a premise or a couple of episodes about having someone who's really knowledgeable, because the government said I was an expert on crime, I'll cover these movies. And there's no reason why the public shouldn't know, aside from the creativity and the genius of a guy like Scorsese, there's only so much you can put in a movie. So some of the stuff that I know about is an additive to any of these movies, which is great because I love all of them. I mean, I love the comedic take, on Donnie, not Donnie Brasco. What was
My Blue Heaven.
My Blue Heaven, yeah, all this stuff. I was in the program.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh yeah, that was like
Which one?
the gang that couldn't shoot.
Oh
straight.
yeah, Jimmy Brosnan's book. Yeah. So we can have fun with it, and I think I always said that crime to me sometimes resembled Crime-edy. It's a crime movie, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Crime-edy.
Combine the two.
I like
Yeah.
Crime-edy.
Yeah, Crime-edy.
Crime
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to say that crime could pay. I'm kidding. Crime is bad.
Boys and girls. Yeah, right.
Oh man.
It took a long time after we took the animal out of the jungle in New York City. But remember this, the jungle was still in the animal.
Well, we
Yeah.
also got to see a little bit last night or the other night. Me, you, and Sal. We went and looked at the Ubats documentary in
Yeah,
the hotel
yeah,
room. So that was really cool to watch
That
that,
was a
and see
great idea.
what it was, because I never watched it. I never seen
Yeah.
it. There were so many stories. There was wiretaps of
Oh,
him
yeah,
wearing the
yeah.
wire.
Original
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, and you were
So we
wearing-
got this documentary that was produced. It cost about $100,000 to do it, and there was some legal snags in it. Well, maybe we'll, reinvent it, or maybe bring it to life
Revive
again.
it, yeah.
Revive
That would
it.
be great. Yeah, because
We'll see. It's a
already-
good. There's a lot of good story though.
Now,
a lot of good story.
wait, the story that Bubbles that I know about. So after this is one of the first Newport Film Festivals,
Yes.
which became huge.
15 years ago, yeah,
It's a major thing, right?
yeah.
So this was in the documentary series,
Mhm.
and huge applause, especially
Both these guys were there
Yeah.
Bubbles and me. Yeah.
What was that?
screened it.
13, 15 years ago?
about 15 years
15
ago.
years ago.
Okay, so we were in the documentary category.
Yeah.
So huge standing ovation, and all of a sudden they had a Q&A.
Mhm.
Now I've been to screenings up to Wazoo, right? And you have to really, it's like pulling teeth to get people to ask
Audience,
questions. It was on and on. It was an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And the theater, the guy that headed the theater,
Producers came in there.
they came in, yeah, and the whole Newport Festival guys, and they said that we've never seen anything like this. We gotta close it.
It wouldn't stop. Yeah.
Dragged us out.
And first they brought the lights up, and it was wild.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
We had fun. I liked the Q&A part. I think I'm really good at extemporaneous Q&A. It just happens and we
Yeah.
go from there and people raise their hands. So soon we might take that sort of format on the road with Bubbles because he's been around 50 years and he knows me. And there's a whole arc of somebody's life who left crime and then went to Hollywood. Figure it out. I mean, I thought Hollywood was cool. The mob will hurt you with a gun. Hollywood will hurt you without an attorney. They'll steal with a pencil.
Ben, yeah. Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's see.
Well, we got to go.
This
now.
one. Oh, it's time to roll out.
What did it say?
It says, do you know the owners of Vincent's?
I used to hang out in Rosedale, Brookville
Rosedale.
Park. I used to play football at Brookville Park in Rosedale.
What,
every Sunday.
what's there in Vincent's?
Let's see what.
That's
You know what? I wonder if that was the Grautos on Vincent's. They were all racing. I wonder if it was connected with racing. They were go-kart people.
It's over there by the
In
airport,
Rosedale.
right, Rosedale?
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
just-
a chat from this person before.
Did you? What?
That was the same
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, by JFK.
How much time we got?
The
then? You
planes
said we
are
How
had
many
like-
minutes we got?
Well, we got food and stuff, so we're gonna eat and then shoot. So
We got to go do a little manja.
What I'll do, actually, they said this before we close out. That was their follow.
Oh,
Vincent's
Vincent's
Clam
Clam
Bar.
Bar.
I have a picture.
Yeah, good place.
Shit, I don't know where it is. It might be on my phone somewhere. And wearing a Vincent's Clam Bar shirt.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's where you go
Where
meet.
is that?
That's where you go meet
He said
muscles.
roast, but I thought there was one. Was there one in Howard Beach?
Yeah, there was.
Vincent's? Yeah.
You mean
So
what?
mine was
Muscles.
Randazzo.
Muscles,
Randazzo.
Randazzo.
Muscles,
We
marinara.
like- We like Randazzos, yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
What we'll do is we'll close out, and then what I can do is I can put the stream on my phone.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
I
that'd
can
be
just
cool.
do a little tour.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
the
Yeah,
site.
take them around the place. That'd
This
be
was a
great.
good morning. We had fun.
Cool,
with this.
everybody.
Yeah, well, thanks for everyone for tuning in. Now I'll give you guys a tour of where we're at and what the whole scenes, where Sal was shooting at and everything. But
Keep them coming.
yeah,
Keep them coming. Keep the questions coming.
but I mean, Sal, you gonna go eat breakfast then?
Yep, got to go. Talk to you
Hold on,
guys
hold on.
later.
Hold on, before you turn it off.
Where we going?
Look, how do I show this on here?
Just
What
put
is
it right
that?
up-
My Vincent's Clam Bar shirt, so he knows I'm not. Where? There it is.
There's you.
That's
Is that
me.
Young Bubbles right there.
That's Young Bubbles.
Oh my gosh.
I'm wearing a Vincent's Clam Bar.
Oh my
But this
God.
one was in Woodmere.
Yeah, yeah.
My clam sauce already. White or red clam?
That's where you get muscles marinara. Little muscles.
It's so funny.
Right now.
Do you remember me like that?
Yeah,
That was-
He was young and dumb and full of.
Hey, no, forget about it over here. That was good. That shit's gonna blow up.
yours is here.
These are the questions.
Okay.
Right now, I'm connecting. Let me back out of that.
Hey guys.
Got it.
Okay, you got it.
All right.
Oh my God. Are you taking the pants off?
Look at
now?
him, guys. Mr. Muscles over here. Now I'm just showing you guys a little. We're at the studio. We're shooting at the location while Sal's eating and stuff. But yeah, that's the makeup room we're in, and then got a round table over here. Sal's over there eating.
Is this right both of them? Oh, that's yours. Okay.
But here we go.
I don't need to know that.
But here's a piano over here, the dining table area. Sal was shooting here yesterday, doing a scene. It's pretty nice, this whole area, because there's so many different areas to really shoot. There's even like a library and stuff you can do here. got lights, got the crappers there, shitters, whatever you want to call it. Bar over here, I'll go show you. Fuck, I was stripped. But yeah, where the first scene took place over here too. Got chandeliers and everything. But yeah, here's the bar, another dining area. We were gonna do the live in here, but Sal had to do his makeup and shit, so we didn't have time to mess around over there. But here's the bar here. Sal did a scene here yesterday doing the final up on that episode he was doing. But there's TA and Raymond there doing their setup. And there's even like this little, if Sal wants to get over here and sing, like, look at this is like a dance room, like a ballroom, you know what I mean? Like for movies. They got the big light right there, dancing room one, whatever the hell they call them. And then Sal can come up here. Little microphone. It's really dark in here, but yeah. Sal ain't gonna come up here and do some singing, but it's funny. And they got a kitchen over here. So I mean, they probably do kitchen scenes and stuff here, but they got little cat posters. Yeah, it looks like maybe they do work. I don't know. Yep, that comes out. I can show you the outside too of where we're at, what it looks like, because it's only 8 a.m. where I'm at right now, Sunday morning. But here they even got a pool table. This is a nice area. I hope they use it. We got the old poker machines and stuff here too. Classic mob stuff. Let me know if you can hear me all right. And I ain't cutting out if you guys could too. I was recording some stuff yesterday and it kind of sounded choppy and stuff. But yeah, and then they got a nice little old style couch here, round table. Now I'll walk us out to the front and show you what's going on out there. What up, Raymond? Good. Quite a few pianos in here too. Look at Mr. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm good. Look at there's Mr. Muscles over here.
I got my shirt on.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go out.
My God.
Damn, look at that TV. It's old as hell.
It's like me.
I'm gonna go out here real quick. Hopefully I don't get fucking mugged. This is the outside of it where we're at. Really cool. All these buildings and stuff, palm trees, but I can't get over that. It's a blizzard where I'm at in Nebraska. So this is beautiful, 60-degree weather. Nebraska's like negative right now. Terrible out. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They got all this out here. I'm gonna eat some breakfast now. Maybe Sal will say peace out. The meeting of the minds here. Sal, I'm gonna just wrapping up on the live. Say peace out, man. I was showing them on the phone. I gave a tour.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Peace out, Bill.
We didn't hear from Jacqueline today.
No, I'm surprised not, man. But
This woman sends his money every week.
Oh, Jackie,
Jackie.
I was very disappointed, Jackie.
All right, well, thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm gonna eat now. They're gonna do filming and stuff, but All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Appreciate it. -8, Bobby. Damn, that's damn. Oh, Aaron, you know this building? That's cool, man. Yeah, like I said, I dropped that email in there. So if you want to contact me, go ahead, man. We can. If you're, you know, you want to be serious and do that, I'm sure Sal would have no problem doing something like that. It sounds pretty cool. He's always up for different stuff like that. Thank you, Lee. Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate that. Ronnie, thank you. Let me see if there's any other stuff, but another great show. Thank you for tuning in, Randy. All right, well, peace out, guys. We'll see you. Thanks for tuning in to another live. Thought it was cool that we could do an in-person one today. Thank you, Denise.